Okay, I have 3 piles of cucumbers here. The larger ones here, I love to eat those just sliced up in a bowl of zesty Italian dressing. Can I just tell you that is the end all to be all for me? Okay, this pile over here, I think is a good length for pickles. So those will be the ones I'm going to pickle. So they will be soaking overnight. And then I have the pile over there, which I am going to use for the fire and ice pickles. So let's get started on the fire and ice pickles right now. Okay, these cucumbers are the ones that I'm going to use for the fire and ice cucumbers. And I need about 4 cups of sliced cucumbers. Well, I didn't even slice them all up, and I got 8 cups, so we'll double the recipe. This is kind of a copycat recipe of Famous Dave's sweet and zesty pickles, so I think my family's gonna love it, so doubling the recipe sounds like a good idea. This recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar, but remember I'm doubling it, so we got 4 cups of sugar here, and then we're gonna add to that, they said hot sauce, but we're gonna use some of this jalapeno sauce that I canned, and we're gonna add that instead because my family loves this sauce. So we're gonna add this sauce as opposed to the other sauce that they indicate is the hot sauce. So we're gonna put in 4 teaspoons of this, what we call hell butter. Okay, 4 teaspoons of that. Then 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. That's up to you how much you think you need. But I'm going with that amount. But the recipe said a half teaspoon, I believe, so I'm gonna double that to a teaspoon. There we go. So let's give this a good stir. Not much stirring is going to happen. This is more like a paste. I'm finding this a little bit hard to believe this is what we're going to put these cucumbers in to brine up. I don't know about this. It's my first time with this recipe. We're both learning together. Oh, okay, it's starting to get mixed into the sugar pretty well. Alrighty, let's go ahead and add our sugar mixture. Wow, that's a lot of sugar. Let's add a little bit there and move that around a bit. Get that layered in there a little bit. Yeah. So, here we go. All right, let's get all of that in there, all of that sugary, spicy goodness. This will be a good test run. From this, we can decide how much spice we need to add in the future, if this is going to be spicy enough for the family or not. Just kind of tossing them, trying not to tear them, just kind of tossing them a little bit with the sugar. You're supposed to come around and stir these frequently. You're supposed to stir these occasionally throughout the 3 to 4 hours that this will sit covered. All right, we're just gonna wait 3 to 4 hours. I think that's what we're gonna call good for our pickle spears, and we will, well, some of these are kind of big. That one I might cut down. We're gonna go ahead and soak these overnight in ice water. Well, I put them all in a metal pot, and now I'm gonna add some ice water, and they will relax until tomorrow.
Well, this might be a good time for a little lullaby as these cucumbers have a nice rest. Wow, can you believe it? Okay, I was skeptical about this making a brine, but do you see all this juice? It is unbelievable. Wow, I cannot wait to finish these up and taste them. Okay, while I can these, I want to say we did taste them, and oh my goodness, there is a lot of sweetness up in the front, but let me tell you, in the back side of this, there's a heat that creeps up on the back of your throat that is intense. I'm just going to say we love them. I cannot wait for them to be refrigerated for a while and then add them as a delicious side dish to any and everything that we eat. And sometimes just to snack on. I just love snacking on just straight pickles sometimes. I tell you, the next time I make these, I'm going to use the same recipe, but I'm going to decrease the sugar a little bit. I felt it was a lot on the front end, and I think I wanted to decrease it a little bit to get a little of that sweetness out so we can get a little more of that heat up front. But they are absolutely delicious. All right, so now I'm going to wipe off the rim of the jars. You want to make sure they're nice and clean before you put on your lids. So let's do that right now, and we'll get these all situated and ready to go in the fridge. This is my first time making refrigerator pickles, so I'm looking forward to enjoying them over the next week. They say you should try to eat them within a week of canning, so I can't wait to enjoy them for the family and possibly give a few away as gifts. All right, time to put the rings on. We're going to put these on finger tight, and then I like to put the date on them, or sometimes I just put used before, and get these into the refrigerator so that we can enjoy them. Well, we ended up with 3 half-pint jars and 1 pint jar, and we are super excited to share these with others.
Alrighty, we have everything set up to start packing the jars for the pickles. So one of the first things I'm going to do is put in a couple tablespoons of the pickling spice into each jar. I just made enough for 3 jars, so hopefully that'll be enough. We have a mix of jalapeno peppers, serrano peppers, and the Tabasco. So we're going to put a variety in we're going to put a variety in each jar. They have been slit open, but they are still intact. A couple serranos in each. Make sure each of them have a couple jalapenos. And of course, plenty of the beautiful red Tabascos. I really love these Tabasco peppers for just adding not only flavor, but color. Oh, we might as well just use them all. There we go. All right, now we shall put in our pickles. The jars are starting to cool off now, which is a good thing. Wow, I think I'm gonna need a lot more than just my 3 jars. Completely underestimated the number of pickle spears I have here. I read that you want to pack them tight. We're gonna go with that. Okay. These spices smell amazing. And they are really crisp from that cold water bath they had overnight. All right, I think that jar's good. In this one, I'm just adding the pickling spice. No peppers, but I did add some extra crushed red pepper. So it'll be interesting to see how they taste a little bit different. Oh, not the curved ones. The curved ones sometimes are a little bit difficult, especially if you're trying to get them packed in tight. I think that might be it. Looks like I still have enough for probably 2 more jars. All right, for these they say a 1/2 inch headspace. And I don't know if I showed this before, but there's actually measurements on this. So there's our 1/2 inch headspace. All right, they're all in and they're going to process for 15 minutes. So let's get that started.
Well, 15 minutes have elapsed and here they are coming out. Oh my goodness, they are looking fantastic. I do realize that I should have packed them even tighter because I see they floated up quite a bit in some of the jars. That jar looks really good, but the other ones have floated up some. So learning process, this is my first time doing pickles. But my favorite part is the ping. Yes, that glorious sound is the sound of your jar's sealing. So that takes a little while for these larger jars. I kind of speeded it up a little bit there, but they all sealed properly and it is going to be a fantastic tasting in a couple of weeks. And of course, the best in about a month. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me in the kitchen today while we preserved our cucumber harvest. I am really excited to try these pickles in a month. It's going to be so hard for me to wait, but I definitely will. Anyway, I want to say thank you for stopping by. And if you liked our videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, which I see a number of you haven't, please do so. And we appreciate you stopping by. So as always, be happy, be well, and be blessed. Until next time, bye-bye.